If you're new here, my name is Bridge and I make short form hair tutorials. And so today I wanted to do something a little bit different and create more of a long form that you can literally follow along with me in real time, because I know with the short form, I edit a lot of it out. So it's like, how did she get there, you know? So today I'm going to do the slick back top knot video that I posted in short form, but we're going to do it in real time together. So as you can see, my hair is quite dirty. I do have a lot of hair. This does work better on thicker hair, I will say that, but not impossible with thinner hair. However, I, as a hairstylist, can say that slick back hair on people with very thin hair might not be your best look. So definitely keep that in mind when you are deciding to try this look or not. So I am just taking like a bamboo brush and brushing everything, all those little knots out. My hair was already, I brush my hair every morning, so it was already brushed out. But we're just gonna brush that all up into this ponytail, keeping that all tight in the opposite hand. And so when I get that about, you might need to switch hands partway through because there's only so much that you can do with one side. So brushing that all in. Once I get that to a place of being pretty happy with like getting those little, all those tiny little knots out, then I'm gonna go in with hairspray. I'm just using this Sebastian Reshaper. It's a stronghold hairspray. I really like it. It's got good hold. It's not a terrible scent. I am an Aveda girl, so don't tell anyone that I'm using this. So now I'm using this boar bristle brush, and this is what's really gonna have you get that really smooth, shiny look, okay? So do not get discouraged at this point if it starts, you know, if it feels like it's taking a lot of time. This is definitely less than, oh geez, less than a 10-minute style. Might be a little bit longer today just because I'm talking with it, but this is a really easy thing to do when you have not washed your hair and you don't really want anyone to know how long it's been since you washed your hair, because it's not really noticeable with that hairspray in there, with it slicked back. Almost like the more natural oils that are in there, the better it's gonna be. So I'm pretty happy with how that looks. Nice and tight. Then I'm gonna take 2 elastics. So I just like, I'll show you in a second here. These like black elastics here that don't really have, like they're pretty gentle on the hair. They don't have any little grippies on it. So now I'm gonna take 2 of them because I like that. That gives me a little bit more, ooh, that facelift you get with it. I love that. That gives me a little bit more hold. I want it to be nice and tight. And you'll see right now, okay, so I put that around the ponytail. Now, instead of, like, I don't want this to move. I don't want to change the way all of this looks. So now I'm going to keep my hand there and pull that through, okay? Now I'm going to do the same thing gently, switch over to the other side, hold it there, loop it around, pull this through with the other hand. That's what's going to really help you get that nice slicked look without all those little tiny like bumps in it. Same thing this side, pull it through. All right, now you can see I kept that shape pretty well. Spray, you can't really have too much spray. I mean, the next style after this is going to be a hair wash. So don't worry about having product in your hair. Really smooth that all up. Okay, and now if you do need to tighten it at all, I recommend going from underneath. So that's really gonna, again, we don't want to get like those little like bumpies that you get by like tightening your ponytail. So you're gonna go in underneath and really just gently kind of pull those pieces so you get that a little bit tighter, okay? Even just a ponytail like this is pretty cute, but we're gonna go in and do the top knot, okay? So what I'm gonna do is flip my hair over and split the ponytail in two. So that's split about in two. I'm going to take this side about in equal halves. I'm going to take one side and now we're going to braid this, okay? So splitting that pretty equally into three equal parts. Okay, there we go. And I'm gonna start with putting because we flipped it over, I'm gonna braid the first piece over top. So over, and then just keep braiding. It doesn't have to be perfect. If there's a little bit of texture in there, that's okay. Totally depends what vibe you're going for. I actually like when I do this style, if there's like a few little pieces sticking out here and there, like a little kind of like 90s moment where there's a little bit of texture. So I'm going to braid that down as far as I can without, like once those little pieces start to pop out or I can't really braid too much more, then I'm going to get a little elastic here. I'm just using a little, doesn't matter what color you use because it's going to be hidden anyways, and just wrap that around a few times. And then we're going to do the same thing on this side. So because I have one length hair, when you put it up in a ponytail, it kind of has longer pieces and shorter pieces, so keep that in mind. Your hair might look different, you might have layers, so it might have a little bit more texture to it, and that's okay. Again, just braiding. And some people I know find braiding so challenging and so difficult, so maybe in another video I will break down how to braid. When I first became a hairstylist, it was funny because I used to do all sorts of these styles on myself, and then people would see my hair and come into the salon and say, "Oh, can you style my hair like that?" And then I had this moment of being like, I don't know how to do this on other people. So I really had to learn how to braid on other people when I became a hairstylist. So now we've got these two cute little braids, and I actually don't even mind like this as a style either. So but that's not the vibe we're going for today. So what we're gonna do is like, oh, I missed a little piece there, but that's okay. We'll just tuck that in. And what I'm gonna do is cross these over. I'm actually gonna do this one underneath. So cross that over and just start spinning it, wrapping it around, okay? Get it in nice and tight there. You want that elastic to be hidden. So once you kind of tuck that in, you're not even going to open the bobby pin, okay? There's a bunch of hair sticking to it. You're just going to pop it in right there where you want it to be, and that is with the pointed side down. Pop it in right there, get a little catch on the hair, and then slide it in flat with your head, okay? There you go, that's it. I'm going to leave this out and figure out what to do with that after, but now you'll take the other side and wrap it around this way. Maybe we'll wrap a little bit of that underneath so that it catches under there. Wrap that around. And again, I want to hide that, why I chose pink to go with my black hair, I'm not sure, but it's okay. I want to hide it. So what you're going to do, see how, if I can get in tight here, I want to take some of this hair and hide that. So push it over top. Again, this is coming in this way. You're going to hook some of that hair and then push it down flat with your head. There you go. So now with these little pieces that are sticking out, I'm just going to start tucking those in a little bit. Again, I do want a little bit of texture. Same thing, you catch some hair, push it in flat, okay? And then maybe just a little bit in the back to secure that. And whenever I put bobby pins in my hair, it always reminds me of being a kid and my mom doing our hair for special events. I have 3 sisters, and our mom would do our hair for these special events, put bobby pins in, and like we weren't allowed to touch our hair for the event, and there'd just be like one bobby pin digging in. You could not wait to get that out at the end of the night. Sometimes that happens to me. I'll put these bobby pins in and be like, one's digging in. You have to kind of figure out where it is to take it out without ruining your style. I don't know if anyone can relate to that. Now I'm gonna, yeah, just give it a little hairspray. You can see, let's see actually what this looks like from the back. Got my little mirror. Yeah, that looks pretty cute. So we got those little, well, you can see the elastic right there. So I don't super care if you can see the elastic, but I am going to try to hide it. So it's right there. So I'm just gonna grab some of that hair that's over top of it and kind of pull it over. There you go. Now you can't see it. Okay, so that's it. Now I'm just going to give her a like final spray all over. And I'm going to take a fine tooth comb and just gently comb those into place. You could use a boar bristle, like a smaller boar bristle at this point, to get those little pieces in place, but I don't really want to move my hair around too much. I just want to kind of secure, maybe around the front I'll use that boar bristle. Like the big brush isn't the most convenient, but I'll just use the tip of it because I do love that look of like, you know, you can see my hairline doing the, like showing off that hairline really nicely. Just like that. So there you go. With my talking, it probably took a little bit longer, so probably about a 10-minute style. You can't tell that I haven't washed my hair in, 5 days. So let me know if you try it. And if you want a braiding tutorial, leave me a comment and we'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.